Hi, and welcome to the Logix video tutorial for eSignature. Today we will go over how to add eSignature fields to a custom document, how to send documents out to a client to sign, and how to access the eSign document. The first thing that you'll want to do if you would like to add eSignature fields to a custom document is to open up the document. You can access any custom forms that you have created by clicking on the Administration dropdown and then Forms. Here you can see a list of all of the custom forms that you have created. If you need help with creating a custom form, please feel free to watch our Forms tutorial video. Once you found the custom document that you would like to add eSignature fields to, simply click here on the document under Add, Edit, eSign. This will open up your document in the eSign editor. To add in a field, just go to the page and area that you would like to add the field to. Click on the field that you would like to add and line up the box to fit your space. Now let's add a client signature and date box. We'll just click here on Signature field and align the box. Now let's add a date field next to that. You can easily add a spouse signature box by selecting Spouse as the signer under the drop-down here. You can also select whether the signature should be drawn or typed by the client here. It's important to note that, by default and for security purposes, authentication fields such as last name and birthdate will be needed to access the signature documents. If you'd like to bypass the authentication, check the checkbox here. Once you have your documents set up the way you would like, click Submit to save your work. Now that we have our eSignature document ready to go, let's try sending it out to a client. To send a document out via eSign, you'll first want to open up the client's case and click Send Doc. If you scroll down to the Miscellaneous section, you will see the customer service agreement that we just set up for eSign. Check the checkbox next to the documents and click eSign. You'll see here that the client's email address is pre-populated in the Send To field. By default, the initial email address that is listed here will always be the client's email address. If you are sending out documents for a spouse signature, you can select their email address from the drop-down here. It's worth noting, just in case you ever have a couple who shares the same email address, that the first email address that is listed within the drop-down is related to the spouse email address field on the profile page, and the second email address is related to the client email address field on the profile page. Let's enter a quick message and fill in the subject line here. Once you have the documents attached and you're ready to send them out, click Send. The client and spouse, if selected, will receive an email that will include a link to open the document. Let's take a look at the email. This is the email that the client will receive. Click on the link provided here. If you have enabled authentication, your client will be directed to a page that will require them to input their last name and birthday. All they have to do is input this information and click Authorize. This will bring them to the signature document. From here, they can review the document. Clicking on the field link with the red X next to it will bring you to the area where the initial or signature is required. Let's click on Initial. From there, just click on the initial link within the page. This will bring up the box to sign your initials in. Once you've signed, click Save to update your initial. If there are additional initial fields, you will be able to click through to automatically sign. After you've initialed in all required fields, you can then add in your signature to the document as well. Let's just click on Signature and open up the box within the document. From here, I can sign my name and click Save. If you need to clear your signature, click here. And if you would like to download the document, click here. When all line items are notated with a green check mark, click Submit. Once the client and/or spouse have signed the document, you will receive an email notification letting you know that the documents were signed successfully. You can then locate the signed documents by going to the Documents tab within the client's case. So this pretty much covers everything that you need to know about creating and sending eSignature documents. If you have a test case and email address, you can feel free to give this a try for yourself. Thank you.